Guys, this is the Endocrine System. My name is Fabian.
My name is Juan Pablo.
Okay, so we'll list the glands in the endocrine system. So first of all is the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, which is posterior and anterior, the thyroid gland, the parotidis, and the adrenal glands.
Okay, so now we move on to the kidneys. Then we have the pancreas right here. We have the male reproductive system. We have the testes. The female reproductive system. We have the ovaries.
Okay, so we're going to tell you the definition of each organ. My name is Tamara.
My name is Sophia. And well, we can start. First we have the hypothalamus, which controls the brain, and mainly the pituitary gland, which the pituitary gland secretes many different hormones, some of which affect many of the glands here. And then we have the thyroid gland here and the parotidis. They both help regulate the level of calcium in the body.
The adrenal gland helps titrate the fight or flight response. The pancreas helps regulate the levels of sugar in the blood. The testes secretes the male sex hormone, and the ovary secretes the female sex hormone. Endocrine glands are ductless organs that secrete hormones into the bloodstream. Once a hormone is secreted, it travels through the endocrine gland through the bloodstream to the cell designed to receive its message. Hormones are chemicals that affect glands and other tissues. They help maintain homeostasis by cellular metabolism, as well as the growth and development of other parts of the body.
Okay, so in here we have the pituitary gland, which is divided in posterior and anterior. In case of the posterior, it releases a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, which goes straight to the kidney for it to stimulate the water reabsorption. Another hormone released by the pituitary gland, the posterior one, is to release the oxytocin, which goes to the uterus, and its function there is to be able for the contractions to be done, and the mammary glands for them to produce milk.
The anterior pituitary releases TSH that goes directly to the thyroid. In the thyroid, its main function is to stimulate the thyroid.
In the anterior pituitary gland, there is a hormone called ACTH, which is released and goes to the adrenal cortex, and its function there is to stimulate it. In the anterior pituitary gland, a hormone called PSH is released and gone to the gonads. In the male, it produces a sperm, and in the female, it produces the egg, which are the sex hormones.
In the anterior pituitary gland, there is a hormone called prolactin that goes directly to the mammary glands and produces milk. In the anterior pituitary gland, there's a hormone called the growth hormone that goes directly to the bones and to the smooth muscle. Its main function are the cell division, protein synthesis, and bone growth.
The anterior pituitary gland, the MSH, goes straight to the melanocytes in the skin, and its function is to regulate the skin color. There's a hormone which is produced called thyroxine. It goes to all the tissues in our body, and the function is to increase the metabolic rate and to regulate the growth and development.
In the thyroid, there's a hormone called calcitonin that it goes directly to the bones, the kidneys, and the intestine. Its main function is to lower calcium in the blood levels.
It's a hormone produced in the thyroid gland, which goes to the kidneys, to the intestine, and to the bones, and it raises the blood calcium level.
In the adrenal cortex, there's a hormone called cortisol that goes to all tissues, and its main function is to stimulate the protein breakdown and the muscle synthesis. In the adrenal cortex, there's a hormone called aldosterone that its main function is to go to the kidneys, reabsorb the sodium, and secrete potassium.
The adrenal cortex have sex hormones that affect the skin, muscles, and bones, that stimulate reproductive organs and bring sex characteristics. The adrenaline releases epinephrine that affects cardiac and other muscles. It releases insulin that affects the liver, muscles, and adipose tissue. It lowers the blood glucose. It also releases glucagon that it affects the liver, the muscles, and the adipose tissue. It raises the blood glucose levels.
The testis releases androgens, which is a type of steroid, and it stimulates the male sex characteristics located in the gonads, muscle, and skin bone, which is the whole body. The ovaries release estrogen and progesterone, which is a type of steroid that stimulates the female sex organs, and it is located in the whole body. Thymus is another type of hormone which releases thymosins.